Jeff Gerstmann, explain to me Knights.
I can't believe I let you rope me into this.
What is this game?
This is a Saturn game. It was terrible. It is probably still terrible.
All right.
Knights is a robot, I think, right? Is that
what is this
boy
game?
and a girl, and then you do loops, and
what is game?
you do loops and go through rings, and it looks like garbage. It's hard to tell what the hell is happening at any given time.
What could be so bad about Knights, man?
And playing it is the opposite of fun.
Look at that guy, man.
And
He looks like a jaunty fellow.
It came with that analog controller that was kind of crappy.
He's got the side smile going on. Look at him.
But since we didn't know what analog controllers should be back then, it was easy to go like, this is great.
I really like his little court jester motif. All right.
You would.
Let's just play Knights.
Yeah, go ahead. Play some Knights.
I'll play Knights.
Hey, go ahead.
I got my analog controller right here.
Great, okay, yeah.
So let's jump in. Okay. Good to know.
See?
Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Great. I had my essentially first ever Knights experience about 90 minutes ago.
Yeah?
I played this game once on a Toys R Us kiosk when it was new. And that was it.
And then just said like, man, I don't want any part of that.
Well, it was more, well, okay, maybe it was some of that. But it was also, I never had a Saturn.
Ah, okay.
Until way after the Saturn was totally dead.
Yeah.
And still never got Knights for it. I suggest that we play the old version first.
Sure, yeah.
What do you say?
Keep it classic. I like the old school stuff.
Because I know from brief experience that doing that will make the new stuff look way better. Do you know if is there any difference between the characters?
No idea.
What is Dream Data? Okay, great.
It's a leaderboard.
Let's go with Clarice?
Sure.
Clarice? How do you say it? In your Knights playing career, what was your preferred pronunciation?
Please turn off Knights.
Do you own this game? Do you have a copy?
Yes, I think I do have a copy of Knights somewhere.
What's happening?
They stole all the whatever those are.
Oh, right, okay.
And now you need to run to the. So when you're not Knights, like this game is bad as it is, but look at this, fucking, who is doing this? Who is having like? Yeah, we're gonna run around this.
Where do I go?
You go towards the arrow. No, now you really screwed it all up.
But there's a bridge here.
Oh yeah, maybe there's something awesome over here. Oh, there is.
There's blue orbs. I thought I was supposed to collect that stuff.
Just go turn into Knights.
So okay, fine.
I don't know what you can do out here.
Not a whole lot.
At no point will I present myself as a Knights expert.
Okay.
Instead, I'll present myself as a person who played Knights a little bit.
I brought you here to be the expert voice.
And realized it was awful. Don't let the clock catch you. That will end the game.
I know. I'm just running around because I wanted to say that the terrain reminds me of Magic Carpet.
Oh, now you just bummed me out.
That can't be all bad, right? All right, so this is the meat of the game, right?
Oh yeah.
So Patrick gave me the hot tip that if you make circles, stuff happens.
You kind of collect or kill or do stuff to the stuff in the circles.
Okay.
Oop. But you primarily want to go through the hoops, right? You want to go through the rings.
What does that get you?
What I don't know what anything in this game gets you. Gets you a deeper satisfaction of how much better today's games are.
Okay.
If we used to live in a world where people saw this and went like, yeah, Knights!
I could understand why people would be excited about this game back in the day.
It was, this game is, to me, it's the epitome of, like, people that loved Sega had no critical eye for anything else, for anything that they did. And we're just there to just go like, man, anything the Sega puts out is the best, and fuck Sony and everyone else. The Saturn is the one true way.
Well,
and
nothing else drove home the point that this machine was not made for 3D.
Yeah, dude, hey.
To their credit, though, I mean, they made a 3D game on a console that was bad at it.
Totally, yeah. I mean, there were a lot of polygonal games available for the Saturn.
Right.
Some of which were actually fun to play, which is pretty cool.
Virtua Fighter 2?
Yes. Virtua Fighter Remix.
Oh, but there's one more.
Oh, there's a win. You can't get that. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can. I don't know. I could see if you were really into the video game tribalism that was prevalent back then, you know? Like, you remember the old Sega versus Nintendo stuff?
Yeah.
And that pretty much morphed into Sega versus Sony, right? Like, if you were a Saturn guy...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
you
at some point you directed your rage at Sony instead of Nintendo because Sony was out there doing it.
So if you were really invested in that fight, you know, I mean, this is when this game is new. This is the new game from the guy who made Sonic. This is the game that ushers in analog control on the Saturn.
Yeah, it's
it's a game you can rally behind, right?
Except for the part where no part of it is interesting or exciting to play.
I just have been fairly confused about what it is I'm actually trying to do. Like,
Go to the right,
I know I'm trying to collect stuff.
collect stuff, and eventually the level will end. But don't
will
run
it?
out. You're gonna run out of time.
Okay. Before that happens, I need to get where?
I think you just keep going to the right, and then once you do like 3 laps or something, it goes like, all right,
Oh, it's lap-based?
sure.
Okay. The one time I played it before, I went back into that thing to trigger the boss fight.
Oh yeah, maybe it's you collect. Yeah, so see,
you have to-
you're filling this.
My running theory is if you collect enough of the things.
Yes, I think that thing on the upper left is kind of indicating
Okay.
that to you.
Because this game has 17 pages of how to play,
Yeah.
and even after the 17 pages, it's not really clear what exactly the objective is. But I have turned in these orbs, and now I'm about to turn back into a kid.
Yeah, that's bad. You don't want that to happen.
Like, you don't want that to ever happen? Or I guess what I'm...
Because you can die when you're a kid, so I think
Yeah.
you don't ever want to be a kid.
I guess the real question is there a way to prevent that? Like, is there a way to be
I
nice
think if you go fast and collect all these orbs,
in
then
perpetuity?
then you don't
Okay.
run out of time. You don't turn into the kid. I think that you have to meet that objective.
That evil alarm clock trying to
Yeah,
wake
but
me up from my dream.
Basically,
This is man. When I played the first
run
level,
towards the arrow, dude. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find somewhere to run. Like, there's no terrain.
Oh, you can't just jump off,
I'm afraid to.
dude.
Oh wait, it draws in more. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. If I just keep going, there will be more land.
Yeah. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it. It's
Okay.
like Bastion, pretty much. Except Bastion's good.
All right, time to be knights. Oh. All right. So no idea how I can remain knights.
I mean, do better.
Well,
That's
I have to know what I'm doing before I can do better at it.
well. See this meter you're filling up here?
Don't want this guy.
Might as well.
Small loop.
Small loop.
Which meter?
The thing in the left, upper left there. Nice one.
Okay. I mean, I know I keep dropping those off.
So you're picking up those orbs and then dropping them off, and then did that fill up more of the meter?
Maybe? Middle loop. Whoosh.
Hey, nice one.
Okay. Thanks, knights. Wait,
You're stuck on that thing.
why? Oh. So do I understand there's like a, I can't get that guy. Why is my loop not working? I don't think I care. I understand that there's like a, prototypical Chow Garden in this game. Is that accurate?
Maybe.
Like
yeah.
you're like collecting these guys to put them into some kind of metagame, right? Come on, man, draw on your deep and abiding knowledge of the Knights series. Why am I
You know,
stuck again?
one time I played the second level of Knights, and it was also terrible, so
Okay.
I stopped.
Tell me your feelings on Christmas nights. 'Cause like, Christmas kind of makes everything better. I tend to think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you know.
I like seasonal video games. I like Halloween-themed games. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Like I like it feels festive. And I think the Christmas night stuff is
I think
in here.
I think it was interesting that they
Oh
were
no!
kind of like giving that out for
Oh,
free,
no!
right? You know, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like, hey, here's.
Well, I thought you had to buy it.
Or you had to like mail in for it or something, didn't they?
Oh. I thought it was only a blockbuster.
Maybe that's what it was. It was some kind of weird thing where they, you know, it was a paper sleeve kind of thing.
Yeah.
That they didn't put out in proper retail
Yeah, it wasn't.
packaging.
It was not a full price game by any means. Right?
Yeah.
Patrick was saying that it actually had way more than just Christmas in it. Saying like
Oh,
you
like
could-
if you put it in around other holidays.
or
it
you
would
just
do
change the
stuff,
Saturn
right?
the
Yeah,
date on the
right,
system
right.
clock, like Valentine's Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Great, yeah. There's nothing I'd like to use to mark the important
Oh.
holidays of my life than nights.
It's the days of our lives, man.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm determined to finish this level. Can I just, like, run up this? Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to get a feel for this now. Terrain is no obstacle.
Yeah.
You just kind of go. I don't know, in that sense, I could kind of almost get into this game, in that it is eminently casual.
It's one of those things where, you know, like, you're going to finish this level, and it's going to give you an E ranking or something like that, instead of an S, and you're going to be like, what did I need to do
I'm not even really that
to be
worried
better?
about it. I don't know. I just got an 8 link.
Sick.
Which suddenly kind of makes me want a hot link for whatever reason.
Oh, that'd be great. Some hot links would go real good right now.
Hot links and nice.
I go like a late breakfast, you know, some linguiça or something.
Oh, man.
Some scramby eggs.
Yeah. So wait a minute, bonus time has started.
All right, you got everything you need to get.
Oh, yeah?
So
And then I just go back to the entrance?
I believe so. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Wait,
I think that's how it works.
I want that guy. Come here, you.
I think you're more interested in the gems and the loops and
okay.
stuff than the dudes.
Alright.
I'm not sure.
Well, maybe you are.
No, I am definitely not interested in that.
You said I was gonna get an E.
I don't know. You turned back into the kid so much that I figured for sure you were.
Boom!
Then you got E's, F's, D's.
Whoa, wow. This is not the boss I fought before.
Oh, yeah?
As the other guy. I wonder, do you know if the levels are different based on the character you pick?
I don't.
I wonder if that's it, because I played Elliot
Could be.
before. And I lost my connection to Xbox Live halfway through.
Yeah.
So when I beat that first boss, it was all, thanks for playing the trial, now unlock the full game.
Oh, that's great.
Because it turned into the demo.
Oh, that's great.
And I didn't get any credit for anything. That was pretty awesome. Any ideas here?
Nope.
What does that do?
Maybe
When
grab its tail.
When I hit trigger, he does like a little spin.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of, you know.
Pirouette or something.
I mean, I think of this game in a way of like. Imagine if they took that part of Echo the Dolphin where you could just kind of like jump out of the water and flip around and kind of freestyle, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if they took like those basic concepts and then turned it into like something
game.
you kind of didn't want to play.
Okay. You're saying that's what Knights is to you?
That's what Nice is to me. You know, I'm
Okay.
sure to other people who like played it at length and understood all the mechanics, it was probably a lot more interesting.
Okay.
But
Kind of into the soundtrack. I have to say, that is some raging
you know, I
saxophone.
mean, the Sonic team has definitely
Yeah, you're right.
made some fantastic.
Oh, some of the Saturn
over the
music
years.
was so fucking good. Dude, where is Sonic R? Put that out.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this
What-
guy.
all right,
What
well,
the hell?
-5,
I
man.
have sincerely
Try
have
and boost into him? Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I just did.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what got me stuck. Yeah, dude, put out Sonic R. Make sure all that original
No,
Red
'cause
Book audio is in
like,
there.
do you really want
No.
that game also ruined for you?
I don't want to play it. I just want to.
Let's just buy the Sonic R soundtrack and you'll be done. Night over.
I had
Congratulations. Thank you for your
I
playing.
had no idea what to do to that guy.
Try to use the Paraloop attack.
But on what? Like, he's way too big to draw a circle around.
I don't know.
The other boss was totally easy.
You want me to try playing?
No, not really.
Oh, you're hooked on Knights now.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm way into it. Well, how about we just...
Remaster this.
Oh, man, I guess. What else is in here? Yeah. He's super stoked. Oh, now he's sleepy. Oh, man. Yes! Why don't more games have sound tests now?
I know. Yeah.
Oh, that one is the sound.
Nice.
Not enough of this shit anymore.
Nope.
Like, just...
Like, these are all, you know, great text message tones and stuff. Like, sound tests of old games are really great for that.
Yeah.
Like, if you played that every time you get a text message, you'd be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's why I have the you just picked up some points noise from Super Sprint as my
Okay.
text message tone right now.
I want this one.
It's a little long, but yeah.
For a text message?
Kind of long and echoey. I mean, you can make it as long as you want. That's
Oh, I know. But
or you know, within reason. But
decorum demands a certain brevity to the text message
yeah,
sound.
I think so. That's
Your ringtone can kind of go,
yeah.
but your
So yeah,
text
so
message.
I have this super sprint
Okay, yeah,
as my current.
that's pretty good.
Text tone. I don't have any. I guess I don't. Oh, but there's the coin up noise from Space Harrier I've got on here.
That's good.
If you want that.
Where do you get this stuff? Did you, like,
I
go,
sampled it out
did you,
of.
like, go in MAME and generate it all?
There's a thing called M1 that is an audio emulator for arcade games. So it's basically like a sound test for games that don't have sound tests.
Okay, I think I get where you're coming from.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see the remastered version.
All right.
I don't think I can deal with this.
Oh, you know what? I am pleased that this exists for that reason alone. Just to like feel like it's an old game that I'm. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it sort of feels like I'm in an antique store or something. Like there's just a feel to it. So yeah, I discovered earlier that if you play the original version first, it makes this remastered version look a lot better than it otherwise would. Which is not to say that it's like, which is not to say that it's like modern.
You were lying to me.
Oh come on,
Yeah, I guess.
this
yeah.
looks miles better than what I was just playing. Admit it. I saw some people saying this is based on the PS2 re-release.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if that's accurate or not.
That
but
came out super late. That was like out in 08 in Japan.
yeah, that was not
like
that long ago.
really crazy.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, this is like light years beyond what we were just doing.
Yeah, it feels really advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
Knights is an interesting game because it just, to me, it just represents kind of like that. It's like kind of the purest, kind of crystalline form of that message board mentality back then of
what
how
exactly?
unreasonable people got about games put out by Sega.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that Sega is terrible and they were always terrible. I mean, Sega, you know, I love the Genesis like it came out of my body.
Like a brother.
Yes. Yes. I mean, that's, you know, I will still. People want to talk about Genesis versus Super Nintendo. Like I will.
I'm pretty sure we settled that earlier in the week.
But the Genesis is close. Like people that
all
sit
right.
there and say like, oh, the SNES is blowing it away. Like,
Top 5 Genesis games. Sell me here. I need to hear an argument.
oh man,
You're not convincing me.
I would say Target Earth is incredible.
Okay.
Gosh, man, narrow it down to 5.
I'll just start throwing names out. Like
I mean,
doesn't
you know,
have to be
some
top
of it was
5.
stuff that appeared on other platforms, but I mean, you know, Flashback for me was kind of a pivotal Genesis game.
Okay.
Strider
Yeah,
was
all right.
beloved.
Okay. First 8 mega cartridge.
For $80, it was a bit tough to swallow considering it was arcade game length,
Yeah.
but still, you know, pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Phantasy Star fucking 2.
Okay. I'm definitely with you on that one. Except for the end of that game.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that.
And then like there was a lot of like quirky stuff that like now that you don't have to pay full price for these games become a lot more interesting.
Such
like these
as-
first gen Sega games that are like kind of terrible in a really endearing way, like
You know,
Last Battle.
That whole like Sega produced launch lineup or launch
Yeah.
window kind of stuff for the Genesis, yeah. All
Yeah.
that stuff.
But,
that
like
they
Golden
put out.
Axe was awesome.
Yeah.
Like around that time. I mean, but you know, Streets of Rage 2, both amazing games.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack, fucking incredible.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of great third-party support. You know,
Oh.
and at some point, you know, the SNES has been out long enough that the third-party games became a lot better there.
Yeah.
You know, kind of as the sales stuff shifted. So you had like all the Acclaim, like all the Midway arcade stuff that Acclaim was doing. I mean, Mortal Kombat 1 played the way you wanted it to play, whereas the Super Nintendo version,
Yes, that
as you
was
well
terrible.
know,
Fucking
is
awful.
a disgusting mess.
Awful.
But it's the audio and the graphics are kind of terrible.
Oh yeah.
Genesis version,
None of those
MK1.
MK1 ports
Yeah.
really did the game justice. Fuck. God damn it.
I think you need to be boosting more. Like you need to be.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you need to be going as fast as you can
All right,
through this stuff and not going back and.
Okay. You just want to drop this stuff off as...
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention, but I'm guessing that the more I drop this stuff off, the longer the timer goes.
That may be true.
So you think... So the narrative that I'm forming in my head here, since, like I said, I'd passed up on the Saturn,
Yeah.
is Genesis, beloved console.
Yes.
Saturn, by extension, beloved Sega console, but
not so. I mean,
but
not so great.
well, but that's what that's what I was gonna say. At that point, Sega getting their pants beat off by Sony.
Yeah.
To the point that it almost makes me wonder if like an era of desperation entered into Saturn fandom
That is right about where it happened. Yeah.
because like all of a sudden Sega's not like everybody loves Sega, but all of a sudden they're not doing so well.
Right, and they had to get out of that business and put the Dreamcast out.
Yeah.
And then
And, like Sony, for all the like fantastic games that came out of the PlayStation, had like a little bit of a clinical, like sterile corporate feel.
Yeah, exactly.
In all the
Like,
stuff they did.
yes.
They still do, kind of.
Yes, Sega was a company that had nothing but heart.
Yeah, totally.
At some point, the games started to dry up a little bit, but everything they were putting out was unique, and that I think goes for Knights. I mean,
Yeah.
there was nothing else like Knights.
I like it or hate it. I think there's still probably nothing like this. This is
and that's that's for the
batshit
best.
crazy.
Like, let's be clear here. Like, it's good that no one else is like, we made a game like Knights, because but Sega had it, man. They were a really capable and really interesting company for a good long time. And there were a lot of great games on the Saturn, but if you look at it in like what makes business sense and start to dissect that stuff, like you kind of see the wheels coming off of Sega
Now that I think about it, I want to say
through the Dreamcast era, through some of the Saturn era.
I'm pretty sure that the time that I went to Toys R Us and played this game on that kiosk was the first time that I went in there and saw Super Mario 64 on a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And that is not a favorable comparison for this game.
Oh, no.
Like, seeing Mario 64 next to this, I was like, see why some people might be into this for, whatever reasons, but I'm gonna stick with this thing that happens to be, like, one of the best games ever made.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, I would love to finish this level before this quick look is over. I don't know. What do you think? Why does it keep going top down?
You're going into this other area that
I don't want to be here.
has this, yeah.
I just want to fucking
No, what do you really
Oh, it doesn't let me out.
What do you want to do?
I want to finish this level. I want to not be on foot. I want to get to the boss, which I know how to fight, because I already did it. And then this quick look will be over.
Yeah.
I
So, I mean,
guess.
it's bad when you turn into the kid because you drop all your stuff.
Yeah.
When you get back to turn it in, you're not turning as much
As
stuff.
much,
That's
but
bad.
Hopefully enough to still become knights, I guess.
I think you'll just become Knights when you get there. I actually
Okay.
I don't know.
Man.
It was not always super clear. Back then, even I was barely able to decipher what the hell was going on. In this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Not a big fan of these.
I remember the manual, not necessarily. Whatever, that was when games had manuals. So.
Well, I think that's what is in here.
Oh, sure,
When
probably.
you go to how to play, it's like there's actually little screenshots in there and stuff. You have to read the story to try to intuit what it is they want you to do, because they don't just straight up explain a whole lot of mechanics other than this stuff.
Drill dash, touch dash.
Okay, all right. So the timer's not being extended when I do that.
Yeah, you need.
I just need more
Stuff.
orbs. Underwater. That was
What? This game does everything.
That was Fane's surprise. I actually went underwater before. So I should not be going back?
I don't think so. I
I
think
should
you
just
should always be
Fucking
just
always boost.
always
I'm not
fucking
sure
blazing
which-
through.
I'm not sure which orb is the important one, or if they all are.
Well, they all are. I mean, they all increase that number.
Okay, so it's not one I need to be focusing on. I don't much care for that. Wait.
You don't
Yeah.
have enough.
Any idea how to like get?
Or you have to bust all the weird squid things first before it'll let you
Oh man.
go.
Any idea
That's
how
what it's
to?
directing you to now.
Any idea how to get on one of these other paths?
I think that depends on, you go up at some point or down at some point. And
Oh.
It'll eventually kind of take you off.
Oh, I can't go that way.
It's just a matter of learning the levels and
Ah.
kind of knowing where you can go.
Yeah. That probably would help.
There you
All
go.
right.
So that cost you, 10 of your chips there
Okay.
when you busted that.
I'm just hauling, booking. Ah.
What a just a jittery,
Yeah, like
mess. Like look at you move. It's just like what?
This part controls really badly. I haven't had a whole lot of issues with playing this game, but that part, being underwater there, sucks.
Get back.
Oh man.
Just get back.
I'm getting my stuff. Alright. If we do not get to a boss fight soon,
I think this is gonna be it.
I think you're right. Oh, great, okay. I'm still not entirely sure
You
what it
busted
was.
up all the squid dome things,
Okay.
and then go back there, and then that's the end of the level.
Alright, well at least this boss is kind of hardly even a boss. As I would define it. As you just run over here and grab it over and over and keep throwing it down this hallway. Oh,
Oh,
except you gotta actually aim it. There you. Oh. See, I got this time limit here,
uh-huh.
and I gotta do it before... Oh, man! Come here, you. Before the time is up. That's how this works.
Oh yeah,
Just thought I would clear that up.
it's your knight's expertise
If you
coming
weren't
into play.
sure, yeah, man, I'm starting to feel very confident in my knight's playing ability. We beat a boss. We made progress. All
Hey,
right,
way to go, man.
so I feel like I've had an education today.
Yeah.
I now know
E.
to some degree of specificity what Knights is.
And how does that make you feel?
Affected.
All right. Well, if you've got the affection, then
Yeah.
then great.
Putting on airs here about my love for Knights. I guess that's it. I guess that's Knights into Dreams on download services at this moment.
Yeah. For me, it represents a lot of what was wrong with video games back then.
All right, fair enough.
Or as inventive as it may have seemed and all that stuff with its analog controller. Knights was never fun to play.
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, I have no counter argument to that. But let's... Oh, wait, what? Sound effects on a per level basis? Alright, take you out on some sound test. What do you think? That's pretty good text.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
So should I just like run RCA cables into... How would you get this stuff?
Run it into your stereo and then
Yeah?
record it onto a tape and then
Okay.
hook the tape up to your computer.
And put your microphone next to the
Yeah.
the speakers on your boombox.
Yeah.
And open sound recorder and
Yep.
hit the red button.
Uh-huh. And then take Knights.wave
Okay.
and drag and drop it onto your cell phone.
Onto my Motorola T720.
Yeah.
Man. It's just all 90s up in here. All right, thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Brad.